black. All of it black. Bad man, sorry.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to MD Fish Tanks. I'm MD and these are my fish tanks. Well, in keeping with the recent videos I've done that incorporate the new studio build and fish tanks, because it is a fish tank channel after all, I'm just going to take you through some stuff I need to do on the tank here behind me. This is the Discus community tank. It's looking really good, it's growing really well, but it's overgrown, and some of the plants down the bottom are suffering because the light's being blocked from all the plants at the top. So I need to get that sorted. Need to top the water level up because I stole some of this water. I wanted to set up another tank. I know the water in here is just so pristine, so I like to use this whenever possible for other tanks, and then I'll top this up with fresh water. Kind of weird way of doing it, but I don't know, I just get good success with it. So yeah, we'll do that first. Scrape off the glass, all that sort of good stuff. Right, well that's the glass all clean. So you can see in here, if we go close up, look, some of the plants are looking a bit yellowy and you know, they're just dead, so we can pull those ones out by hand. I put this trident fern in here to repair it. I often find that if I put any plants in here that aren't doing well, they start to come back really good, and that is the case, but it's not the leaves that were bad, it's just shooting loads of brand new leaves you can see there, which are looking really healthy and good. So I think I'll just sort of leave these to do their own thing, and then eventually I'll just get loads of new growth, and I'll probably just pick off the bad stuff. And here's the finished result, guys. So hopefully you can see what I was going for there. So I've trimmed back all that rotala you can see here, look, and you can just see it's really dense there. So that's going to grow back really, really nice. So it's definitely the right thing to do. The tank's looking really nice. I didn't trim back the Vallisneria Nana at the back there because by the time I'd taken all the other stems and that out, actually opened up really nicely. Really good colours showing on the Discus, and overall the lighting's perfect, I would say. But yeah, the tank's doing really well as always. Everything's growing spot on and I'm really happy with it.
Life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow, but who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Stay true to that fire in your heart.
Okay guys, we're back at Wicks. I need to collect more of the wood that's, you know, the wood paddling to finish off the job, because I only ordered just enough as, what am I even saying? That's not even English. I ordered just enough online thinking that I'd come back and get more because I wasn't sure how much to order. That still didn't make sense. I'm coming to get more wood. And then also we can get the paint, and then we've got all the materials we need to finish the job. Let's do this. And I'm really liking this grey. I think that could look really good on one wall. And then the black all the way in the middle, and then a more sort of whitey colour, an off-white if you like, on the other wall. So look for that. I think this one will work really well. It's called powder grey. It's not white, it's not grey, it's somewhere. Why am I explaining colours to you? So that one, and then we need this one, but I don't want silk, I want matte. So we've got a dark grey, a light grey, and a black. And then we've got a really nice dark floor as well. And there is our matte finish midnight black. Perfect. Paint roller. Ow. Brushes for cutting in. Masking tape for some neat edges. And here's our wood sheet. It's not quite as wide or as long as the other stuff, but you know, it's gonna have to do because it's what I can fit in my car. Right, that's it guys, we're all set, ready to finish the job.
Exciting! I've just seen this wood on offer and it's 12mm thick, so I think I'm going to swap it out for the other stuff I've got. The other stuff's only 8mm thick, so it's an extra 4 good maths, an extra 4mm, so I think I'll go for that. Different colour, but you won't really see the floor that much anyway, so hopefully this won't chop my head off when I go around the corner. Right guys, back in the studio, the wood's in, but the problem I've got is, you know yesterday when I said it might rain today, so we better get all the cutting done? Well, guess what? It is soaking wet outside, so yeah, that's a bit of an issue, because I don't want to use my power tools in the new studio. There's just going to be dust and a mess everywhere, so I'm just going to cut all the stuff by hand. I just bought a new saw, so it's nice and sharp, so it shouldn't be too much trouble, but it's a bit more faff, but you know, you guys know me, I could wait till dry weather to go outside and cut. I want to do it now. So let's do it now. Like, if you do stuff now, it gets done. If you don't and you put it off, then before you know it, the job goes longer and longer. Yes, just get on with it.
Okay guys, it's quite early in the morning, as you can probably see, and it's absolutely freezing outside. I'm whispering because people are still in bed, but I couldn't sleep and I wanted to get on with painting because we've completed all of the hoarding. I don't know what hoarding is, but all the boarding. Covered all the walls now, so let's go inside and take a look, shall we? Oh, so cold. That didn't work. Wait, done. Okay, here we go. All the walls are covered. I don't cover the ceiling because there's no need to. It's just, you never see it anyway. So I don't know why I'm crouching down, like I can easily stand up in here. Yeah, a lot of people were saying like, oh, you can't stand up in it and all that. But look, I can, it's absolutely brilliant. I'm loving it. Let me turn you around. Some areas are not absolutely perfect, but you know, once you get the black paint on it, it will be. So that's another thing, yeah. I did originally, at the start of the video, as you saw, let me try that again. At the start of the video, I did originally buy different colours, but I took them back and I'm going to opt for all black. I like all black, and I just think it just gives you a better palette, and that's what I'm going to go for. It's also nice and easy to do. So some of these wavy lines like you see down here, there's not a lot I can do about that when it's only 3mm thick board at the end of the day. It's nice and cheap, but we've got a massive room now for all of our stuff to go in. So first thing I want to do is, oh yeah, all the electric, whoa, what are you doing? Yeah, all the electrics are in. Electrics. We've got, there is your power plug, and then we've got coming up there, that's like it's just like a fuse so that the lighting system runs on a separate lower fuse so that it would blow if there was a problem. Light switch, light. So we're all good there. And then we've also got plug down here and a whole 13 amp fuse coming in as well, which is, you can shut off all the power in the shed with that one button, and that'll also go and cut off the power if there's a problem as well. So we're covered safety wise. And what I want to do though is I want to spray these all black. There's no point painting them, it's easy just to give them a dusting of. I've got some black car paint primer actually, which works a treat on these plastics. I've used it before. It bonds like instantly, it dries pretty much instantly, and it just means that if I spray that first, then we can paint everything else. I'll spray anything white, it's going to be sprayed black. So let's get on with that now.
Right, here we go, guys. This is going to be the last cleanup before the floor goes down and all the paint goes, well, other way around, paint goes on, floor goes down. This is one of those don't tell your wife moments, because she's got this real fear of me using the Hoover in any fish room or not in the house. She's like, oh, you'll get it dirty. I don't know what that means. It's a Hoover. It's supposed to pick up dirt. Anyway, let's just get on with it. Right, guys, let's get painting. See you in a few hours.
Can I get your number, baby? I'll give you mine if you give me yours.
So that's the walls all painted, looking sweet. Okay, so some of you were saying actually in the previous video that I uploaded that it might be the case that the dark makes the room look smaller, but I don't think that's a problem, because for me it's not about how big the actual room looks, it's about how good the tank looks, and I think the tanks will look better as standalone pieces of art in a black room, so that's what I'm going with. But I have got the white floor, remember, which I haven't actually spoke to you about yet, but yeah, we'll move on to that in a second. But just need to do now all the ceiling, and that will be black in 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go, guys. Everything is black. Black. All of it. Black. Sorry. Right. It's getting late at night. It's like nearly, well, it is dark. I don't even know what the time is, but yeah. Time to get this flooring down, and then I'll catch back up to you in a minute. That's now the flooring insulation done. Not a perfect job, but then I'm not a floor fitter, am I? So there's 2 layers basically. The second layer you can see is a little bit sort of skew-if. That's just so I could maximise the area covered, because it didn't quite reach the edge, and that's everything I had. First layer is completely stuck down with all the tape, so it's completely sealed, foam side up, aluminium, or aluminum as you lot say in America, face down. So that's just what it told me to do online and on the packaging, so that's what I went with. But yeah, double layer there, so it should be nice and warm on my toes. Now we need to start getting that laminate in. Fun stuff. Right, so this is the original wood I've bought. It's the stuff that I got before, the dark colour stuff. I got a good deal on it, but it is only 8mm thick. Now that new stuff I've got costs slightly less for that to cover the whole floor, and it's 12mm thick, so for me that's a no-brainer. Well, we are complete, guys. I mean, I know it doesn't really look like much at the moment, but just wait. I mean, I think you can tell it's a great canvas for all the tank. And I'm really glad I went with the all black walls, as you guys suggested as well. Well, the majority of you did. Some of you were saying things like all pink and yeah, like patchwork of white and green, and I don't know, but yeah, this is going to work really well for what we want, so I'm really happy with it. There's so much more to come now, guys. This is just the start. We're going to be taking this whole thing to another level, so if you're not subscribed, you need to get subscribed right now, okay? And I'll catch you all on the next one.